Just days ago, Pakistan witnessed another painful chapter in the story of political persecution, the abduction of Imran Khan's nephew Sharez. Taken away in the dead of night, in a manner more befitting a war criminal than a young athlete and doctor whose only crime is his blood relation to Khan. Sharez's arrest was only confirmed by police after CCTV footage of his abduction was made public. Later, he was produced before an anti-terrorism court under the false pretext of May 9 charges, even though irrefutable evidence placed him in the northern areas at the time with no connection to the protests. His abduction was not merely about one individual, it was a message, a warning. Stand with Khan and we will come for you too. For millions of Pakistanis watching, it was another heartbreaking reminder that Imran Khan's struggle has never been his alone. His wife, his sisters, his children, his nephews, his in-laws, no one has been spared from humiliation, intimidation, and imprisonment. But this was not how it began. When Imran Khan entered politics in 1996, leaving behind a life of global fame and comfort, he was mocked endlessly. "A playboy cricketer," they jeered. "He doesn't understand politics." Khan, the World Cup hero and philanthropist who built a world-class cancer hospital from scratch, was dismissed as a joke in the brutal corridors of Pakistani politics. His family was not spared either. His wife at the time, Jemima Khan, despite being a Muslim convert, was dragged through relentless character assassination campaigns. She was labeled a Jewish agent by opposition leaders, accused of conspiring against Pakistan, and taunted even years later outside her London home, where protesters hurled insults at her and her children. It was an ugly display of how far the political establishment was willing to go to discredit Khan, using religion, bigotry, and lies. Years later, Khan's second wife, Bushra Bibi, would face the same cruelty. She was branded by opposition parties as a trickster and magician, accused of manipulating Khan through spirituality and superstition. These vile attacks on two women from very different worlds, Jemima, a British Muslim convert, and Bushra, a deeply religious Pakistani woman, show how Khan's opponents weaponized misogyny and propaganda to undermine his family. Even during the time of Khan's premiership, Bushra Bibi was ridiculed for her religious dress by the opposition and the media. Yet, unlike today, the opposition and media were not abducted, even though Imran Khan mentioned such incidents. Fast forward to April 2022. Imran Khan is removed from office through a controversial no-confidence motion. What followed was not a democratic transition, but a full-blown campaign of vengeance. Bushra Bibi was dragged into the infamous Iddat case, convicted alongside Khan, and sentenced to 7 years in prison, as though her marriage itself was a crime. Imagine the cruelty, using a deeply personal matter of faith as a political weapon. Though later overturned, the damage was permanent. Bushra was humiliated before the nation, paraded in headlines, and vilified to break Khan's spirit. Khan's nephew, Hassaan Niazi, faced repeated arrests, often resembling abductions, plainclothesmen, midnight raids, and hours of silence before police confirmed custody. His only crime was refusing to abandon his uncle's side. At one point, he was even handed to military custody, a dark reminder of Pakistan's worst authoritarian chapters. Khan's sisters too have endured relentless harassment, arrested multiple times, blocked at prison gates, denied even the chance to embrace their brother on Eid or Fridays. It was not law or security, it was cruelty meant to isolate Khan and deepen his suffering. Now, the noose has tightened further. Aleema Khan's two sons, Sharez and Shersha, were abducted in Lahore. Within 24 hours, One of them was booked under May 9th charges, a tool the state wields against nearly every PTI supporter. Even young men from Khan's extended family have not been spared. Imran Khan's two sons, Sulaiman and Qasim, who live abroad with their mother, Jemima, have largely stayed out of Pakistani politics. Yet even they have not been free from the establishment's shadow. Behind closed doors, threats have loomed. If Khan's sons ever set foot in Pakistan, they too would face arrest under fabricated charges. For two young men who never sought political limelight, the message is clear. Being Khan's children is enough to make you a target. Their forced absence from their father's struggle has been one of the deepest personal sacrifices Khan has endured, as he has been denied the comfort of his sons during his darkest hours. Even his house wasn't spared in this case. In March 2023, Lahore's Zaman Park became the center of chaos when police attempted to arrest Imran Khan, turning his residence into a battleground. Thousands of PTI supporters erected barricades and clashed with police, who responded with tear gas, water cannons, and force. The standoff peaked on March 18th when police stormed Khan's home, breaking through gates, arresting over 61 people and injuring many others. Images of destruction and bloodied workers spread nationwide, sparking outrage and reinforcing the claim that this was not law enforcement but political persecution. During these clashes, Khan's brother-in-law and nephews were also assaulted by the police and rangers. It all ties back to May 9th, 2023, the day protests erupted after Khan's illegal arrest. The state turned this day into its pretext, its excuse, its weapon. Thousands of PTI supporters were rounded up. Civilians were tried in military courts, families were shattered. And Khan's name was painted with a stain meant to last forever. But as his fight was against the injustice and the demolition of democracy in Pakistan, Imran Khan could never back down, especially for his people who sacrificed everything for him. All of this unfolded under the shadow of two men, General Qamar Bajwa and his successor General Asim Munir. Bajwa oversaw Khan's removal and Munir vowed never to compromise. Both presided over an era where families were abducted, women were humiliated, and democracy was trampled by boots that swore to protect it. And yet, through all of this, the family remains intact. Imran Khan sits behind bars, but his voice still echoes across Pakistan. And yet, through it all, Khan and his family endure. His wife, though humiliated, stands by his side. His sisters, though denied visits, show up again and again. His nephews, though abducted, refuse to bow. His sons, though threatened, still speak with pride of their father. His children, his extended family, and millions of Pakistanis remain bound to him through faith and resilience. The struggle of Imran Khan is not just one man's fight. It is the fight of a family made to suffer for daring to dream of a sovereign Pakistan. From Jemima's taunts in the 1990s to Bushra's humiliation, from Hassan's arrests to Aleema's abducted sons, from Khan's own imprisonment to the threats hanging over his sons abroad, theirs is a story of sacrifice written in blood, tears, and courage. Yet despite it all, Khan and his family endure, because they know this is bigger than them. It is about the soul of Pakistan. It is about whether we will allow a system to destroy anyone who dares to dream of a sovereign, just, and democratic nation. History will remember this not as the breaking of Imran Khan, but as the breaking of the chains that tried to hold him down. Because when a family suffers this much and still stands tall, the world knows they are fighting for something greater than themselves.